I look blurry. Am I blurry, guys? Obviously, that's Sally picture that I showed you guys. But then I also found this picture on Pinterest, and I really like how she did her makeup, so I wanted to use her picture as like a little guide. And then we've got the Sally picture too as well. So this is what we're doing. I'm just going to start and get my face super pale, so I'm going to use my lightest foundation, warm up this foundation, and this is my wax-based Lime Life foundation. Love this stuff. I thought for some reason, I thought I had done Sally before, but I haven't. I've done like a skull look, Jack on a friend. I turned him into Jack, but I've never done Sally. I don't know why. Today is the day. It's getting paled out here. Kind of dabbing all over. And I love this stuff because it's buildable. I can go as sheer as I want or as full coverage as I want. Like right now I'm using a dry beauty blender. When I want to go more sheer so that like my freckles can show through and stuff, I dampen my sponge because then it goes on more sheer. But this, we're trying to get a nice good blank canvas going. Oh, you know what I forgot, you guys? I forgot like a towel that I wipe my brushes on. That's not good. Lord. I'm going to use some setting powder for my face because right now my face is really kind of tacky. This is just Mehron setting powder. That way none of this comes off. When my hand is like dragging on it, it goes everywhere. Then I'm gonna start turning blue. So the picture that I was going off of that I found on Pinterest, she looks like super pale, like all over like this. Like her blue bits are all in like the shadowy spots, or like all the detail spots, if that makes sense. Like she didn't paint her whole face blue, right? She just did like blue accents everywhere. So it's like giving the impression of blue. Impression? I don't know if that was the right word. Let's get my eyebrows on because those I feel like take the longest. I'm gonna do some like bright orange eyebrows because Sally, and then I'll probably put some red like shadow or something on there too to give it more pop. I'm using this really cool NYX micro brow pencil, and they had it in like my ginger hair colors, so that's the one I'm going to be using. I'm just gonna draw my normal eyebrows because I'm kind of like, I'm using elements from the like animated pic and this girl's picture. I'll have to find out what her name is so I can give her credit for the inspiration. One eyebrow down, one to go. And remember guys, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. It's okay if they're not exactly the same. See, one always ends up thicker than the other. Okay, good enough, right? I am going to put some primer on my eyelids. I think I want to start getting all this blue mapped out everywhere. Okay, let's get these blues. This is the fun part when the color starts coming. Get some the light blues going on my face, and then we'll build from there. Blue. I'm gonna dip into like this teal light blue color here. Oh, and this is Alexis Stone. It's his makeup palette by Makeup Revolution, London. I should have got a bigger brush, huh? So it gives the illusion, that's the word I was looking for, illusion that I have blue skin without painting my entire face blue, right? I'm gonna blend this really good. Kind of get it up in my hairline so that when I put my hair down, it's kind of flawless, you know? My forehead's getting quite blue, isn't it? I kind of got crazy right in the middle of my forehead right here. Setting powder again. And just, oh my. Blend. Oh wait, I'm gonna use that same blue because I want to put it, she's got it like kind of on the nose. So I need to like, gonna have it kind of fade a little. So let me get some of that blue. And blend it. This shadow doesn't like to blend all that much. I'm noticing. I think it's the pigment. It's like so pigmented that as soon as you lay it down, it's like, oh, bam. Bring it down. I'm adding more of that white setting powder. Now I'm gonna start working on these beautiful glam eyes that this girl has. I'm gonna take that same light blue color, because then I'm gonna go back in on everything with like the dark blues. I'm gonna attempt to blend this. Come on, blend, blend. Sometimes I just ramble. I'm gonna do something cool too, something that I've never done before. You know how like the sides of her mouth, like the corners of her mouth are stitched? I cut up some pieces of yarn and I'm going to make it look like I'm stitched up. We'll see if it works. We'll see. Get some of this darker. Huh. It's not really darker, it's just a different shade of light blue. Bring all this up. Kind of hollowing out my eyes a little bit. I think once I get like the dark blues in there, it's gonna look a little better. I'm really not happy with how the shadow is blending. I was just kept piling, trying to see and make it work, but it is not working for me. I am going to take this super dark blue here. These ones are super pigmented too. So I'm going to take some white and just kind of lay it on the eyelid. And just like a little bit. And kind of like blot it. Kind of have it sporadically. This white. And kind of pack it in. I could use like a white paint or even like concealer under here to make it super white, but I'm gonna make it look super white by adding shadows, like the darker shadows. It'll give the illusion, if you know what I mean. And all my looks, they always start off like, what the hell is she doing? At the end, it all comes together. It all comes together. Hopefully. I'm gonna take this really fine brush here. It's like a really skinny little brush. And I'm going to take that blue, those blues I was using. And we're going to make this eye shape. See, I have like bags under my eyes already, so I'm gonna work with those. Work with the bags under your eyes. See, I'm kind of like extending that eyeball. I didn't know if people would like my makeup cam or what. Some people like seeing like what I use when I'm making these looks. Like I mainly use eyeshadow when I make all these looks. I try to do them like using practical makeup instead of like Halloween makeup or anything like that. When eye bags are okay, use them in your favor. I know you'd think I use a lot, but like a lot of the shadows that I do use are like super, super pigmented. So like a little bit goes a long way. That's what I love about them. All my shadows, I try to get super pigmented shadows. That way they last longer. All right, now I need like some of that darker blue. Make weird faces. Just trying to smooth out the wrinkles. Sorry, it's a process. I know a lot of people, when they do looks, they use like just 1 or 2 colors, and I'm like, there's so many more colors than just 1 or 2 colors. I like details. I think details is what makes the look. Look, you can kind of see it coming together here. It's basically this is like her waterline down here, so I'm basically giving her black eyeliner. Her, I mean me. Making these eyeballs. I think it'll also help when I have like the lashes on and everything. Sorry, my allergies are out of control. It totally looks like I'm drippy-eyed. I just saw my reflection on the camera. I look droopy-eyed. Oh my goodness. I just did a little wing. That should be good. Easy way to learn how to do a wing, guys. Now, I'm gonna start doing like all the cute stitch work all over her face. So I'm gonna use shadow first. This is the brush I wanted. I kind of wanted like a little angled brush here. Alrighty. So we're gonna go down from like right here. Just make it up as I go. Cause you guys know I never plan these looks out. I just do it. It's more fun that way. I'm just gonna kind of make it like go off to the side. Kind of like giving it the shadow. I'm just doing like a quick little sweep here just to darken them. Oh, I don't want to poke my eye because it is gonna get everywhere. Oh, I just blinked. Got those darkened. Now I got these cute lashes. Aren't those the cutest little lashes? I'm not a pro at putting lashes on. I like these ones because they look very like doll-like. I think everything but the inner corner is sticking. Look at those lashes. They're so pretty. Oh, same problem. Inner corner. Stick. Look at those lashes. Oh, I blinked. Look it. She's got some drawn on her, so I'll just draw some on as well. Look, that one's a thick one. I don't know, maybe I should put yarn on all these and not just around my mouth. Or draw them on first and glue them after, and these could be their shadows. I didn't think of that. Alright, I'll do that. But yeah, I think the stitch is going to make it look way cooler and more realistic looking. Got my lips on. Well, the liner. Then I'm going to do this red, and then I'll shade it. Perfect red. I love this red. So it has cool undertones like blues instead of warm undertones like orange. Add some shading to it. This will look cool. It totally looks like it turned it black. I need more red. There we go. That's how I wanted it. Let me do my little yarn pieces here. Let that dry for a second. Oh. Attach. Nope. There. Got it. There we go. Uh-oh. This one wants to just lay down. Stick. There we go. What do you guys think? And then I'll do it on that side too. It's pretty cool. This was a super fun and challenging, more challenging than I thought. Super fun look. I will take some pictures and post it, and I hope I did Sally justice-ish. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later, and let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I used. This black yarn was especially bought from probably Michael's. So, all right, have a great weekend, guys. Love ya, and stay spooky.